Welcome to another Warhammer 40,000 battle report here at Slider Games. Today we are playing another Tempest of War mission, 1,350 points. As you can see, our last two battle reports, we didn't have a ton of line of sight blocking terrain, so I've constructed this huge blob here in the middle to block line of sight for this game. So your cries of shooting galleries have been heard. So we are rectifying it today. However, if you are enjoying our battle reports here, whether they have line of sight blocking terrain or not, please consider liking and subscribing. That does help us out here at Slider Games. But again, today we have 1,350 points, Tempest of War. We're doing Vital Ground. With this one, you get different numbers of points for holding specific objectives. So if you hold your home objective, you get 3 victory points. Any objectives in No Man's Land are worth 4, and your opponent's objective is worth 5. And then finally, in every battle round, you get a point for each unit that you destroy. And we do have Crucible of Battle as our deployment zone. So there is an objective over there underneath that big platform for that home objective, right here on this catwalk type thing for this. And then we have an objective by a crate, one here close to the middle, and then one over here in this pipe area. And today, my custom Talsept Sunars is taking on the Cadian 707th, led by Cadian Sergeant Steele himself. Freshly back from where were you?
Adepticon.
Oh.
Yes.
Learning about new and exciting things in the world of Warhammer 40,000.
I was there, yes. I was there at the 10th edition review. Yes.
So, all about it. We're just going to brief, what are your thoughts, 10th edition, excited, not excited, good things, bad things, general overview.
I'm generally really excited. A little nervous about some of the universal rule stuff, but overall, everything I've heard so far is exactly what I was kind of wish listing for myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also excited. Again, we don't know everything, but there have been a lot of universal rules revealed. That's my concern. It's like, it's streamlined, but there are 1,000 universal rules, but we don't know that. But if it's 1 page of core rules, 1 page of universal special rules, you have a page or 2 pages of your army and your stratagems. Hey, that's 4 pages for everything. I think that's going to be totally awesome. So I'm excited for that. But yes, we do have a few 9th edition games left to be played. This is one of them. This will be one of, if 10th edition really does come out. This is, what is today, April 8th?
April 8th, yeah.
When we're filming this, so a month, a little over a month, 2 months maybe until 10th edition, if the rumors hold true. So just a few more 9th edition games, and then we'll be doing some cool 10th edition stuff. But yes, this is our battlefield. Tau versus Imperial Guard, Astra Militarum, Cadian 707th. Classic battle here at Slider Games. Who will come out on top? Let's look at the armies. This is exactly 1,350 points of my custom Talsept Sunars. We do follow the Talsept tenets, so we get to reroll a hit roll or a wound roll every time we attack, and we get +3 inches to all of our aura abilities. In charge today is Commander Bravestand. He's got a target lock, 3 missile pods, and he is accompanied by 2 marker drones. He also has a Warlord trait, Exemplar of the Koyan, that lets me redeploy up to 3 units at the beginning of the game if I choose Koyan, or 1 unit if I choose Montka. As the Exemplar of Koyan, he will almost assuredly be doing Koyan for our tactic thingy-majigger. Cadre Fireblade, also, that's our second HQ. He does have Ortoo's Lantern, so he can fire out 6 marker lights. He is not accompanied by any drones today, just hanging out on his own. He'll be hanging out with at least 1 squad of fire warriors. We've got 3 squads. 2 of them have 2 gun drones. 1 does not have any drones with them. In addition to that, for infantry, we do have a squad of Pathfinders. They have a shield drone and a pulse accelerator drone, so that's going to be the bulk of our marker lighting. We do have a squad of 5 stealth suits with 2 gun drones. We have a fusion blaster on the Shaz Vray. Behind them, we've got our Crisis team, 3 fusion blasters each, and they also have shield generators, and then they have 1 shield drone and 1 gun drone hanging out with them. And then lastly, the Riptide is back. He's got his heavy burst cannon smart missiles. He has a target lock, which lets him ignore, light cover saves, there we go. An early warning override, so he can overwatch on 5s instead of 6s, and it refunds the CP. And then he also has the counterfire defense system, which can turn, with a stratagem, turn a weapon's damage profile to 1. I think I forgot to mention, but Bravestand also has a target lock, so he will also be ignoring light cover, which there is a little bit of that on the battlefield on top of all the catwalks and industrial terrain. But that is our list, 1,350 points exactly of Talsept Sunars. Let's look at the guard. This is also exactly 1,350 points of the Cadian 707th. What do we have here, sir?
All right, so this is a Born Soldiers regimental trait force. So what I have is leading the force. I have a Cadian Castellan with the Master Tactician trait, so I get to redeploy 3 units after we know who goes first. We also have debuting a Commissar, who is helping out to keep the infantry in line and to also hopefully keep your deep strikers out of my backfield.
Yeah.
We have another HQ unit. We have a Cadian Command Squad. I've upgraded them for an additional Warlord trait, so they have Grand Strategist to help me get some command points back. And they also have an Ogren Bodyguard with a Ripper gun and a huge knife. So that ought to be fun. We have one other HQ, and it's actually in the back, which is the Tank Commander with the Gatekeeper Relic Battle Cannon. So that ought to be fun to deal with, and it should be fun to shoot around. And then, obviously, the big beast of burden here is the Rogal Dorn.
Very nice.
Yep. So I've upgraded this one with Vaunted Praetorian to make it a tank commander also, which is interesting because it can issue orders to itself.
Oh, that's cool.
Which normally officers cannot do that, but it's because it doesn't lose the squadron keyword when getting upgraded. It has the Oppressor Cannon, 2 Melta Guns, 2 Multi-Meltas, the Gatling Cannon, and of course the Autocannon and Heavy Stubber as well. So it is just loaded to the brim with armament. Then, to support them, we have 4 infantry squads with the exact same loadout. Sergeants with auto guns, with the drum-fed auto guns, Melta Guns, and a Voxcaster. All 4 squads.
Sweet.
And then we also have a unit of Kazarkin that have 2 Melta Guns, 2 Plasma Guns, the Marksman Rifle, the Voxcaster, and then Chainsword and Hotshot Last Pistol on the Sergeant. And we have 3 Chimeras for the Kazarkins plus 2 of the infantry squads.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Looks totally awesome. Yeah, this is the debut of the Rogal Dorn on Slider Games. This is the first time we've seen one on the channel. Beautiful, as always. And you have a painting tutorial for this guy up on your YouTube channel. Is that accurate?
I did. It just went up this week. Well, when you're watching this video, maybe the week after. But, yep, just went up. And I walk you through literally start to finish. From base coat all the way through to the final weathering and sealing details.
Beautiful. Awesome. Yeah, so check that out. We'll put a link to Cadian Sergeant Steele's YouTube channel in the description of this video, so check him out. And check him out on Instagram as well if you like to look at beautifully painted models. Yeah, it's a good place to go for sure. All right, very nice. Let's look at deployment. We have deployed. Sunars is over here on this end. We have a squad of Fire Warriors in Strategic Reserve, and our Crisis team is in Mantlehold Reserve. So Deep Strike, basically. So we have 1 squad here on our home objective and in light cover. They have range and line of sight to this objective and to this objective. So that's a pretty good spot, and they're, shielded by all this giant line of sight blocking in the middle. So anything that moves up the battlefield, they will be able to see. So that's a pretty good spot for them. Then basically everything else is over here in this big blob. We've got the Pathfinders, the other Fire Warriors, Cadre Fireblade, Commander Bravestand, and the Riptide, all here on the edge near this neutral zone objective. And then we have 4 deployed, our stealth team up here on top of the big thing. They can shoot down wherever they want, basically. But the real story here, before we even talk about the Cadian deployment, is both of us. So I have Commander Bravestand, Exemplar of the Koyan, so I can redeploy 1 or up to 3 units, depending if we do Matka or Koyan. But you over here with the Cadians have basically the exact same warlord trait. So you can redeploy up to 3 units, and both of us have the ability to put those units in strategic reserves as well. So yeah, all the Cadians are here on the battlefield. You don't have anything in reserve yet. So what's happening over here?
So over here we have an infantry squad and their chimera on the left flank, supported by the Rogal Dorn. 2 infantry squads here, kind of holding a central line with a command squad and the commissar. Hopefully screen out those deep strikes later on. But we have my tank commander with the Kazarkin and the Cadian Castellan inside of here, prepared to round the corner.
Yeah.
Take a strong hold on the right flank, and then as my forward deploying unit, not actually rules wise, but just narratively, it's this infantry squad inside this chimera. So
yeah,
we're hoping to just blitz the table.
Yeah. It's so we've so we've got to roll off to see who goes first. Then once we know who goes first, we'll do a second roll off to see who redeploys first. So the redeployment, I mean, everything can totally change because like the Rogal Dorn could end up on this flank instead, or units could come from this flank to reinforce the Rogal Dorn, versus over here Tau have a similar scenario. Like I've got all this stuff over here, but I could swing the Riptide over here to the other flank. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we can do. We can redeploy, a lot of redeployment options for the stealth team since they can forward deploy. So yeah, whoever wins that roll off also is going to have some interesting choices to make. I don't know which roll off I need to win more. Yeah. I mean, it would be great to go first, but seeing where you redeploy before I redeploy, yeah, I don't know. Interesting. All right, so
This will be fun.
So first we have to roll to see who goes first. So I'll let you roll. We'll see who goes first.
Come on, for the Emperor.
That's as good as it gets. That's a 6 for the greater good. Not as good. Okay, so the Cadians will be first. But now we roll off. So I'm not sure exactly how it says in the rules, but we'll say whoever wins can choose if they want to redeploy first. Because obviously, like, you may not want to. I don't want to redeploy first. So if I win,
I don't want to redeploy first.
Okay.
All right. Oh
okay,
no, I got a 3. Well, it's a 50-50 chance.
For the greater good. Oh! All right, so I lost both rolls. No, I won.
What? You won.
I won.
One, yeah.
I won. I'm going to let you redeploy first.
Son of a gun.
Okay, so Cadians are going first, but they will redeploy first. So we'll basically have a totally new deployment after this. So we'll do our redeployments, and we'll come back with some Tau objectives or Cadian objectives for Battle Round 1. Before we hit the objectives for Battle Round 1, we did do, both of us are redeploy. I chose Koyon, so I got to redeploy 3 units. Cadians got to redeploy 3 units. So what did the Cadians do first?
All right, so we decided to go more aggressive. So we've taken an infantry squad and command squad from the middle of the table, pushed it to the left flank, so we can double up on this objective and prevent you from taking it off of, taking us off of it quickly and easily. Because you get a lot of good anti-infantry, so we're going to struggle to hold, I think. The other thing we did was just a small adjustment. We took one Chimera that was here next to the tank commander. This has the Kazarkin and the Castellan in it, so it's the Kazarkin bomb basically. We brought them forward. They're going to be a little more aggressive. So this way, when I issue orders from the tank commander, I can also relay those to this Chimera. And so every vehicle except for the tank commander will receive tank orders turn 1.
Yeah, because he can issue his own orders.
Yep.
She can issue orders to those two. And what affected my redeployment was the fact that you have full throttle is the order. So they can advance an auto 6 inches. Is that what it is?
They get plus 2 inches to move, and they count as having remained stationary even if they advanced.
Oh, okay, even if they advanced.
I could get up to 18 inches.
Yeah, because base move of 10 plus 2 with an advanced roll could be up to 6. So the tank, or the Rogal Dorn, and both Chimeras are going to be flying. So we measured it out, or I measured it out just to see what we'd have. So if he did get 18 inches, he'd end up somewhere about right here, which the only target he would have been the Fire Warriors that are no longer there. So I could have left them here. So they're still going to be in range of his shots, but I moved him down here because this is dense cover. So he'll at least be -1 to hit whenever he shoots at them. I figured that was better than this little bit of extra armor save just because his big gun, they would have a 6-up armor save against the big gun, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather him hit -1. So we'll see if that helps or not. I shifted the stealth team down. They were up top. I was just going to sit them down in the middle, but again, with that tank's ability to move up, that would be easy pickings for them. So they've come all the way back down here. And then the Riptide shifted over. So in this spot, both of the big guns, the Rogal Dorn back there and the tank commander, aren't going to be able to see him turn 1. So he's pretty safe from the big guns. And then we still have our little castle here with the Cadre Fireblade, Pathfinders, Fire Warriors, and Commander Bravestand. I did actually consider putting the Cadre Fireblade into strategic reserve so he could come in with that other Fire Warrior squad, but with both of these Chimeras possibly being all the way up in my face here on turn 1, I wanted to leave them in for some extra marker lights and support for the Fire Warriors and Pathfinders. But that's what we have after the redeploy, which is basically a whole new deployment. So now let's look at the Cadians' objectives for Battle Round 1. The Cadian Castellan has issued his orders. Attempting target. The Tau gets to choose an objective in no man's land. We're choosing the one that's right next to all of my castle in the back with the Fire Warriors and my HQs. Investigate site. This will be tricky. Probably not achievable first turn. You got to be wholly within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield and do an action. And then finally, no prisoners. Definitely can get a start on this. Kill 30 wounds worth of Tau models. Let's go on to the movement phase. Movement has concluded for the Cadians. What do we got over here?
All right, we have a Chimera and an infantry squad on this midfield objective. The command squad didn't advance quite as well as the troops they were ordering, so they're a little bit back here hanging out in the open, but I think we're okay turn 1.
Yeah.
Rogal Dorn couldn't fit through, so we just parked it here.
Yeah. Yeah, the Chimera kind of blocked him from being able to go through, so yeah. Fortunate for the town. Really blocked.
So I just parked it there. Commissar ran around to hide behind the building, and then these guys are show them steel, show them contempt. So hopefully if you do get a chance to shoot, I can save some of the wounds. Tank commander moved up 10 inches. Both of these Chimeras advanced and moved forward as well. So I'm on one of the other midfield objectives.
Yeah.
And then I am here preparing to threaten your not your deployment zone objective, but the no man's land objective closer to.
Yeah, and this is the tempting target one, so this is the one Cadians need to score 5 points as well.
Yeah, I won't score any of my objectives this turn, I don't think. Maybe no prisoners, but that's a pretty far-fetched.
Yeah, so yeah, it's interesting. Definitely a lot of pressure on this flank from the two Chimeras, infantry squad, Kazarkin, and this one, tank commander following up. The Riptide did save himself by shifting there, so no heavy guns are going to be shooting at him. The issue we're having right now for the Tau is I have to wait 2 turns before I get really any of my major anti-tank guns on the battlefield. And with the Rogal Dorn being toughness 9, my fusion blasters are still wounding it on 5s. And I don't think we mentioned it, but your tank commander has another...
It has a tank ace upgrade called Mechanical Pack Rat, which means it can't be wounded on a 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, so at best, my fusion blasters are going to be wounding on 4s if I go after the tank commander. So, yeah, a lot of heavy armor, not a lot of options for punching through it here, especially in the early turns for the Tau. So we'll see what happens. There's no psychic phase for either army this game, so let's go straight into shooting. We are starting the shooting phase with this Chimera. Command point has been spent on ingrained precision, so 5s to hit auto wound. And you're doing a little bit of split fire with this guy. What are we doing first?
I'm going to do last gun array into your stealth suits, and then I'm going to fire the multi-laser and heavy bolter into your infantry squad.
Yes.
I'm actually going to start out with the last gun array first. What's your toughness on your...
They're T4.
T4. Okay, so that's on strength 3, so here we go. And you're -1 to hit, right?
Yep, so 5s are going to auto wound.
But 5s will just auto wound, so every hit will just be a wound.
Yeah. 3, I see 3 in there.
Yep, 3. There we go.
3 at no AP. I'll do these on the drones, so 2 4-ups. The drones are dead.
Oh.
And then it'll be a 3-up on the suit. Also,
What the-
okay, so a suit takes a wound and the drones are gone.
Okay. And then we'll do multi-lasers. You're -1 to hit because of the industrial structure. So this is hitting on 4s because it's a turret weapon.
Yeah.
All right, 2 auto wounds, 1 hit.
And that's 6, so that also wounds, right?
Yeah, strength 6.
Okay.
So that wounds.
An AP on these?
AP -1.
AP -1.
We got upgraded.
So we'll do 2 5-ups on the drones. They die again, and then a 5-up on a fire warrior. Also, okay, so we lose a fire warrior, 2 drones, taking out drones here. All right, nice job. So 2 drones and a wound, 2 drones and a dead fire warrior.
And then we have
the heavy,
the heavy bolter, which is hitting on 5s
Yeah.
because of the industrial structure. 1 auto wound.
AP -1 is
-1.
1, so a 5-up. Okay, 2 fire warriors dead, 2 drones dead, wounded stealth suit, 2 more drones. Pretty good shooting for the first unit. Second Chimera, firing everything over here. Las gun array is out of range, but multi-laser and heavy bolter into these guys. It will be -1 to hit.
So hitting on 5 or 4s.
4s with a
multi-laser.
turret.
Yep.
That was
Ooh,
good. 3.
That was good. I
And
like
2s
that.
to wound.
Yep. Here we go.
3
Oh,
wounds.
3
So
wounds,
3
-1.
5s. I haven't made a save yet this game. Let's see if we can get one. We saved 1. All right, 2 more fire warriors are dead. Down to 6 fire warriors.
Now the heavy bolters are hitting on 5s. Here we go. Nothing.
No hits. Okay. So down to 6 dudes over here. And I think we're just this guy into these. Let's just go ahead and
This guy in here.
blast him.
They're on the same thing. We'll open up with the multi-laser because you got the drones there, so maybe we'll hurt them.
no
1 auto
minuses
wound.
to hit.
No minuses to hit, but that was not great shooting. Well, average.
This is the multi-laser, so those all wound.
All
yeah,
wound,
we'll start with
yep.
2 drones.
Okay.
So AP -1, so 5s. I save
Ooh,
1.
got
And then the other drone.
Oh no.
The other drone. Okay, so the 2 drones are dead. All right. Blah, blah. Poor drones. Okay, next.
Heavy bolter hitting on 4s.
That
all
was
hit.
good. And
1
an auto
auto
wound.
And then to wound, I need strength 5s. So I need 3s.
So 2
-1.
AP -1. So these are 2 5s. 1
Ooh.
fire warrior's dead.
And then you're out of rapid fire range, so just 6 shots with the last gun array, hitting on 4s. 1 auto
One
wound.
auto wound and 2 hits.
I have rolled perfectly average so
Yeah.
far. Yeah. that's-
3s.
Hey.
So 3
Oh,
at no.
nope. I need 4s because you're T3.
Yeah, 3.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 4-up saves. Save them both. Okay.
Hey, nice.
Cool. All right, so we lost 2 more drones and a fire warrior over here. And I think that's all you're shooting, actually.
That is. I do not have line of sight with anything
Yeah.
else.
The 3 chimeras fired in, but took out 6 drones, 3 fire warriors, and wounded a stealth suit. So no points are scored because no units were eliminated. I do need to actually make a leadership check right here. They lost 4. 5 is a 9. That is a fail. So I need to roll 5 die here. They're not below half, so only 1s. Okay, so nobody else leaves. So there are 5 fire warriors left over here. But we do get some wounds out for no prisoners, so we're getting a start on that. But yeah, we'll go into Tau, battle round 1. Bravestand has issued his orders. Extend battle lines. This is pretty much guaranteed. Hold our home objective and at least 1 in no man's land. We're actually already doing that. Secure no man's land. Hold 2 or more objective markers in no man's land. That is possible with my stealth team. And then no retreat, no surrender. So I can't move off of an objective. I can't fail morale, and I can't fall back. That will be a possibility. So we've got a chance to score some points here early. Let's go to movement. Movement has concluded for the Tau. Yeah, we shifted forward. We're pressing our position up. We don't want to be shoved all the way back in this corner. We're not Montcalm, so we aren't super mobile. So we have to take the ground that we can get. Over here, Commander Bravestand shifted forward with the Fire Warriors. Bravestand now has line of sight into this Chimera and this one, so he can go either way if he needs to. These Fire Warriors basically holding the objective, looking that direction. Cadre Fireblade sat still, fired his Ortu's Lantern. So we've actually got, there are technically 7 marker lights on that one and like 9 on that one, but I don't even have enough units, so 6 and 6. We got plenty of marker lights going around from the Cadre Fireblade, these two drones, and the Pathfinders up here. They shifted out. Stealth team flew into this position, so we are on and controlling this objective as of now. Riptide shifted up. He's pretty safe from the Rogal Dorn, so even as the Rogal Dorn moves out, shouldn't be able to draw a line of fire. The tank commander can possibly come up and get some shots into him, but that's okay for now. And then finally, our remaining 5 Fire Warriors shifted up. They're still in this terrain piece, so they are benefiting from dense cover and stuff and holding my home objective. So we are going to get 5 points at least for controlling our home objective. And this securing no man's land currently we have, but if we blow this Chimera up and don't have enough firepower to take out the Kazarkin, I may not end up with that. But the plan is to blow that up, kill everything inside, and then I'll control no man's land, and I'll have, I can't think of the name of the objective right now where I hold my home objective, and at least 1 in no man's land, so I could get 10 points, and then possibly another 5 in the next Cadian turn if we can get no retreat, no surrender. But that's the plan right now. Let's go on to the shooting phase. Shooting is underway for the Tau. These Fire Warriors and the Cadre Fireblade fired into this Chimera. It's down to 7 wounds. They took off 2. He took off 2 with his shot. But now we're going to Brave Stand. What we really need to do is take out this Chimera. Cadian Sergeant Steel did spend a CP on smoke launchers, so it's -1 to hit. However, you did roll for, what's the Warlord trait that gives you?
Grand Strategist.
Yeah. So you did get that CP back. But we're firing in. Brave Stand's going in first. So he hits on 2s, goes to 3 with smoke launchers, back to 2 because of the marker lights. But it's strength 7, toughness 7. So that's the issue. Hitting on 2s.
Oh, nice.
They all hit. Now wounding on 4s. That's considerably less good. I'm knocking terrain over.
You haven't
That's
used your
2.
towel?
Yeah, I will Tau Sept one of these. Oh, only 2. It is. What's your AP? So it'll be a 5-up armor save.
You get AP -2? Yep.
Yeah, hold on. I'm considering. Should I CP reroll one of these? Because, so here's the thing. I have a stratagem called Focused Fire. If I take a wound off of this, I can spend 2 CP to give everybody else +1 to wound that. Everything else is going to be wounding it on 5s, even the Riptide. So
if you're AP -2, I'm likely to fail one of these.
Correct. 4. I'm going to spend a CP.
Okay.
I really need him dead. Okay, so that is 3 at AP -2.
Okay, 5 ups. I want you to roll 3 5s.
Yeah.
Come on! No, not a single one!
Okay, so that's 6 damage.
Oh my god, I'm down to 5 wounds.
That's a good start. We are going to spend, so I've spent 1. I am going to spend 2 on Focused Fire. So everybody will get +1 to wound this guy. Next up for shooting, we do have the Riptide. I fired his smart missiles. I was really debating if I should be greedy or not. Fired in over here, took 3 guys out of this infantry squad actually with the smart missiles. So now we're firing the heavy burst cannon into the Chimera. He's hitting it on 4s, would be 3s with the marker light, but with smoke launchers it's back to 4s. So here we go, hitting on 4s. I did overcharge his gun. Die is stuck to my finger. That was not great. Not great at all. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. But it's not 50%. Wow. Ooh.
Tau Sept reroll now or to wound? I imagine to wound.
Yeah, because, okay, so I have 6. That is enough to kill him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Statistically,
all right,
you should kill me.
All right, so let's do it. 4s because of Focused Fire. Oh, Tau Sept reroll. Ooh, if you save one of these, if you roll 1 5, that's what I said. I was like, when I fire these smart missiles, he's going to end up with 1 wound left because I need all 3 of them to go through or he lives.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so 5-up saves. Oh, the Emperor protects.
You make 1. He's got 1 wound left. Oh, jeez.
I don't think I want to command reroll one of those either.
Okay, so he's down to 1.
Down to 1.
Okay, so I think we're probably just going to fire these guys in. We'll see if I want to do them first or these guys first. So I did make a mistake. So Focus Fire only works on core units, so the Riptide does not get that bonus. So I did give him 2 wounds back because we checked the footage. I rolled 2 6s and a 4, so I gave him the 2 wounds back. I just fired in all of the burst cannons into him, took off 1 wound. So now we've got the fusion blaster. It's got 2 wounds left. We are in fusion range, so if this goes through, it will die. So 4 to hit. Tau Scepter reroll. Oh! The plan has failed. Okay, so yeah, we've got a couple options. We've got some fire warriors I can fire in, but yeah, let's see what we can do. All right, so here we are. We're digging deep because what I want to do, I want to save these guys to kill the Khazarkin that come out. So what I'm doing, I spent a CP Relentless Fusillade on these 5 guys. So they're going to be 10 shots into him, hitting on force. Okay. We'll save our Tau Scepter reroll. Wounding on force because of focused fire. Reroll 1 with Tau Sept. Just 3, but they are AP -2 now. So again, 5 up saves. If 2 5s will save them again.
Come on. Come on. So far, it has held true, but the Emperor protects.
The Emperor does not. Okay.
Oh, no.
Does he explode?
Please say yes. Yeah!
He does. Oh, jeez.
So I think it's within 6 inches, which is just the stealth squad.
Is it D3?
I think it's just D3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. 3.
So that'll kill the wounded one and another one. So 2 stealth suits are dead. So that is also big news because now I've only got 3 guys holding that. I need to kill enough Khazarkin that I outnumber them on that objective. We are down to our last guns. We've got 20 shots with the Pathfinders into the Khazarkin. 3 of them died in the explosion coming out, so there are 7 left. CP was spent on Cadian stance, so basically transhuman. They can't be wounded on a 1, 2, or 3. So I spent a CP on Pulse Onslaught, which means my Pathfinders will auto-wound on 6s, give the Cadians a taste of their own medicine here. Because since 2 of my stealth team died in the explosion, and the Warlord, the Castellan, is in there, I have to get these guys down. I have to get just 1 Khazarkin left, which means I have to kill 6. So I really need that little bit of a help because 20 shots, hitting on 4s, theoretically I should get 10 hits, and then wounding on 4s, 5 wounds, so I need more. So I'm doing Pulse Onslaught, 6s auto wound. This is big for the greater good. 2 6s. So 2 auto wounds. That looks pretty good, actually. Several 4s in there. These are not. Okay. I don't have any rerolls.
Still pretty good.
So that's 2 auto wounds. Plus, yeah, that's with 9 extras. Do I want to spend? I need the wounds to count, though. But I need to kill numbers. This is where I could roll for the 6. Fish for the 6. Is it worth? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, failed. Okay. So 9, these wound on 4s. I need 5 of these. Only 4. Should have saved the reroll, I guess. That's 6, though. 6 AP -1. So 6 5 up saves. If you make any of these, we're in trouble.
Come on. Emperor protects.
You make 2.
Make
4
2.
die.
4 die. Okay, so I'm down to just the Sergeant and 2 Melta-Gunners.
Okay. Oh, there's 2 too many technically. All right, so that is all of my shooting. Yeah, we fired everything. That's where we are. Let's see if I may try to do a desperation charge into them, because if I can kill 1, I need to kill 2 though, actually. Let's think if I want to charge these guys. All right, the Tau. Here we are. This is what we're bred for. We are fire warriors. We've been training our whole lives for combat. The Pathfinders are charging the Khazarkin. I need a 6. If I can get in, I will outnumber them on the objective. All right, I have 1 CP left. This is important.
You're not Farside Enclave.
No.
This is a bad idea.
No, this is a great idea. Pathfinders are fearless. Pathfinders have the highest mortality rate of any Tau unit. They move in advance ahead of the lines. They're kind of on their own. They're actually kind of considered like almost outcast or like strange because they accept such a high risk position. And this is what they live for. They're charging in. They are fearless for the greater good. And they're in with a 7. Oh my goodness. All right, so they're going to charge in there.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and charge. So you are in heroic intervention range, so you can come in regardless. So I'm going to charge something. Let me move them up, and I'll see where we end up. I may just charge your boss with the stealth team.
Because I'm coming at you anyways.
Exactly. Pathfinders have charged in. They are ready to go. I did charge the Castellan with the stealth team just to prevent him from piling or heroically intervening into the Pathfinders, because the Kaz are going to have 7 attacks and he has 4 attacks, I think. So with all of them together, they could definitely, if not kill the Pathfinders, take a huge chunk of them out. So we want these Pathfinders to survive. So we're starting with the Pathfinders. If I can just kill one of these Kazarkin, I'll feel good about myself. I'm rolling with the drones as well because the drones are also strength 3. Everything's hitting on 5s. So it's 13 attacks. That's not really that good. It's 4. Your guys are only T3 still, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll wound you on 4s. I'll reroll one of these with Talsept. No, okay, so 2 4-up saves. I'm just looking to kill 1.
You get 1.
I do kill 1. Okay, so that saves a few attacks. And then, do you want to pay to interrupt with your dude?
No, because I highly doubt you'll kill my...
Yeah, I don't think you will either. I'm going to do some consolidating here real quick, and then we'll get some stealth team fights. The Tau fighting is complete. The Pathfinders were able to encircle the Kazarkin, so they cannot fall out of combat, which will save them from getting shot if necessary. Kazarkin fought back, no damage was done. I did fight with, the stealth team. They did no damage, but now the Castellan is fighting back. This is his first battle, so this is his first chance to draw blood in the name of the Emperor. Let's see what he can do.
Because of your stealth suit abilities, I'm hitting on 4s rather than 3s. So 4 attacks with the power sword. Okay.
It's 2, okay.
2 hits. And then...
Are you strength +1 with the power sword?
I'm going to check on something, but I need to check. I think Born Soldiers is only shooting.
Born Soldiers is only shooting.
Yes. Okay, so then wounding on 4s because I'm strength 4 with a power sword.
Yep.
Here we go.
Okay, 1 wound.
-3.
-3. They have a 3-up save, so this is a 6. For the greater good. No, okay. Nope. So I take one
damage.
Okay, so they're alive. Everybody's alive. You do have a morale on the Kazarkin, I believe. Yeah. They lost 8.
8. So I need a 1 to pass.
I need a 1. Yes!
Actually, crud, I didn't want that.
Yes! Yeah. So, I mean, sure, it'd be great if they ran away and died, but since they're still there, they can't escape, and my Pathfinders won't be able to be shot because there's some flamers on that guy, right? She has flamers?
Yeah. I may have to use that new guard stratagem where it's acceptable casualties. I'm about to shoot my own guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can fire in. That's right.
I can kill my own guys.
So at least you'll have to spend a CP to hurt me. However, with that, so I do control this objective. I do outnumber you here. None of us are objective secured, but I have more models.
Yep.
So I do get secure no man's land for holding both of these objectives. That's 5 CP. I get another 5 CP, 5 victory points. I get another 5 victory points for controlling my home objective and at least 1 objective in no man's land. So that's 10. And I killed a unit, which gives me 1 point for primaries. So that makes it 11 points for the Tau. 0 points for the Cadians heading in to battle round 2. Let's see what we can do with the Cadians. Cadian movement has concluded. Over here, these guys basically stayed still. Did they move at all? Did they shift out?
Yeah, they did move. They moved 6 inches over.
Yeah, they shifted out a little bit. Remain vigilant from the Commissars, so that's the 12-inch, no deep strike or reserves coming in from them, so blocking me out a little bit over there. These guys hanging out. We did roll their morale. They passed, so no additional guys fled. Take cover, so boosting their ability to save themselves. Over here, Chimera advanced forward after dropping these guys off, shifting up for possibly, what is it, your objective for...
You need to get investigate sites
investigate
here.
sites. There
Yeah.
we go. Okay, losing words in my head. Okay, so they're moving up. They are not wholly within 6 inches of the center, so they can't do that action yet. Rogal Dorn rolling up behind the Chimera and swinging around. We've got these guys unloaded. Chimera ran forward, so looking to get this objective here. This is the one they need for 5 points. And then in the center, the Castellan did fall out of combat, shifting back away from the stealth team. Tank commander moving up. So yeah, the Cadians armored units moving up on both flanks, pincering the Tau army here in the back. Can't get investigate site this turn, but a really good chance for no prisoners. Just needs 16 wounds to get that one, and the priority target over here also definitely achievable with all the firepower over here to wipe out these fire warriors. We'll say Cadians did get 7 points for primaries. They got 3 for holding their home objective back there with the Commissar, and they're holding this objective in no man's land, so another 4 points there. So 7 for the primaries, so it's 11-7, heading into the shooting phase for the Cadians. Kicking off our shooting with the tank commander, splitting fire all over the place. So you did spend a CP on acceptable losses, so you can flamer into my Pathfinders still. The trick with that is you can shoot into units in engagement range with your own models. However, any ones to hit, do they just hit, or is it an auto wound? How does that work exactly? I'm not sure.
Ones to hit automatically hit your units, and then you have to resolve the wounds.
You still wounded. Okay.
Yeah.
But the trick is with a flamer, you don't roll to hit, so they're actually safe. Ironically, as the Pathfinders are bathed in flame around them. But you did also get your CP back for that with Grand Strategist.
Yes.
So it was a free one. And then the heavy bolters will go into the stealth team, and the big cannon into the Riptide. I spent my 2 CP on counterfire defense system, so the damage profile of that gun becomes 1.
It's not fair, Jeremy. It's not fair.
But I'm out of CP, though. That's the trade-off. But he will be safe this turn anyway. So where do you want to start?
Heavy flamers first, so 2d6 shots. Oh my god!
Wow.
You know what? I got the CP. I'm going to command reroll one of these.
Exactly. You got it back for free, so...
That's...
Okay.
Yeah, sheesh. Okay, so wounding you, if I don't throw my dice off the table, wounding you on 3s.
So 2 wounds.
Wow.
AP minus 1 on
Minus
these, right?
1.
They're only 1 damage. I'll take it on the shield drone. So 4 up, invulnerable save. Shield drone is dead. I can't save anything with my drones. Okay, so that is 2 wounds actually for... So you only need 14 now for no prisoners.
Heavy bolters here, hitting on 5s.
Because of the... no hits because of the stealth field technology.
D3 plus 6. 9 shots.
9 shots on the big boy.
Battle cannon. So here we go.
Fortunately, these are only 1 wound each.
Yeah, hitting on 3s.
A couple auto wounds.
3 auto wounds. Yeah, well, 3 auto wounds, and then wounding you on 3s. Okay.
So 5 4-ups.
Yep.
5 4s. I got 1 too many dice out of my pocket. All right, 4-up saves. I saved 3 of them, so I'll take 2 damage.
2 damage.
Down to 12 wounds. All right, that worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
We lost a drone and all of that shooting and 2 wounds off a Riptide. I'll take it. Here we are. There, you'll notice 7 fire warriors are missing. The Cadian shock troops fired in. You spent a CP again for ingrained precision. So 5s exploded, or 5s auto wounded.
Yep.
But since they're Cadian shock troops, the 6s did explode. 2 guys left. They actually targeted Bravestand with the Melt-A-Gun, hoping to get less than 3 left, which they did, but the Melt-A-Gun missed Bravestand. But that's 7 more wounds for no prisoners, so they only need 6 more wounds to get no prisoners. And now the Chimera is firing everything into Bravestand, who has no invulnerable saves.
Oh.
with just 2 marker drones.
I always forget about that. So we're going to do multi-laser first. 6 shots hitting on 3s.
That was good.
Yep.
4.
1 auto wound.
Oh, yep.
And then, what's your toughness?
T5.
Okay.
So that's
So I need
3
3s.
wounds.
Yep.
And AP minus 1?
AP minus
All right,
1.
we'll take 5 ups on the drones. Save 1, and then another 5 up. Okay,
Got
1
it.
drone is alive.
Okay. And then we are going to do the last gun array, which is in rapid fire range.
Yeah. Mini shots.
They changed the rules on this, by the way, in case anyone's in the comments.
Yay.
They took away that you had to have a unit inside to shoot it. I don't know why they did that,
Yeah.
but they did.
Good for Cadians, not good for Tau right now.
Yep. All right. So 12 shots.
On 4s. Ooh, look at those auto wounds. Born soldiers.
Playing Cadians is like legal cheating.
And these will be 5s. Oh, 2 more 6.
Oh, wow.
All right, 4 up. Drone. 4 up.
Oh,
Dead. All right, so I got 4,
you got 4 left.
3 ups on Brave Stand. I dropped the bridge. 1 wound goes through on Brave Stand. This was perilous. We've got to collapse. The fire, blast shot it.
All the deflected shots.
All right. So 1 wound off. Drone's dead.
Yep.
Now it is
Heavy bolters.
Heavy bolter. These are 2 damage each.
Oh, this might do it. Probably won't. No.
Only 1. Okay.
And
then a 4.
No.
No. Okay. Brave Stand lives. Did take a wound. 2 more wounds removed for no prisoners. You only need, what do we say? You only need 4 now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That was some good damage. We've got some more shooting. Let's see what's next. We have come to the end of the shooting phase for the Cadians. The Rogal Dorn, the only thing he could see was that squad of fire warriors, and they are dead. So with them dying, that gives the Cadians no prisoners, so that's 5 points. They've also removed me from my home objective, so that's 3 primary points I won't score in the next turn. The only thing in range and line of sight for the Chimera was the Riptide, took 2 wounds off total, and that brings us to the charge phase. And we've got these guys going into the 2 fire warriors. They need a 4.
Come on.
They
yes!
Got an 11. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Good.
So we'll get them in a moment.
Yep. And then you got a big long bomb.
I got a big long charge here, and I think I need at least a 9.
The Cadians are going to try to wrap around those barrels or those crates into the stealth team. Let's see if we can roll something big.
It's an 8.
I don't think it's gonna cut it. Does it got to go around their guy?
It's got to go around the guy and around the train. I needed a 10.
Okay.
I needed a 10.
Do you want to CP it?
Nope.
Okay. So we do have a charge made over here. We'll get that lined up. Oh, Chimera?
I'm going to charge the Chimera to your Riptide.
Riptide. I need to double check. I think, so I believe, and I'm going to double check the wording on this. But, so he can Overwatch for free and hit on 5s. But I think the wording is I get the CP refunded, which I don't have any CP. So I think I need 1 CP before I can actually do it. But let's double check the wording.
We'll double check that.
Yeah. You can go ahead and roll it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to kill you.
And then...
And then the tank.
I'm also going to charge here.
Charge.
I'm doing all the charges.
Oh my gosh, so many charges.
Okay, so the Chimera first.
Yeah. Let's see what it's got.
That's
that's a 1. Okay, so he doesn't make it. We may be able to shoot him, but I don't think so. And then
yeah, that's actually
yeah, you need more.
I need more than that.
Do you want to re-roll it?
It's really to help screen out my Rogal Dorn more, right? Because then I bring it around and block out your Melta teams.
Yep.
Do
you want to re-roll? It is definitely
I only got 3 CP left.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna re-roll.
Letting it go.
Okay.
All right. Over here.
I need like a
anything
3.
but snake eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. So their commander is in to the innocent little pathfinders. Okay. So we'll double check some wording here on early warning override, and then go from there. Reviewing the wording for early warning override, it is reduce the cost of the stratagem by 1. So I did get to fire Overwatch for free. Took it down to 6 wounds. So yeah, did some damage there. Didn't make the charge. Over here, tank commander did make it in. Are you doing crush them?
Yes.
Spending CP for crush them. So Pathfinders are in trouble, but we are over here starting out with these guys because Bravestand heroically intervened. He didn't get the name Bravestand because he just sits back waiting to be charged. He jumped into the fray to assist his 2 fire warriors, but they're going to swing first. How are you splitting these?
So I'm going to do my Paladin, right?
Yeah.
And as you can see, we're going to make sure that... There we go. So with that, I'm going to put 9 attacks
yes.
in the Bravestand and 2 attacks.
Okay.
So my Sergeant is going to do the 2 attacks into your infantry. Hitting on 4s.
2 hits.
Wounding on 4s.
1
wound. No AP.
4 up. Armor save for the greater good.
Got it.
Saved.
All right, then 9 attacks.
9 attacks in the Bravestand.
Bravestand. Here we go. Okay.
5s to wound. No wounds. Okay.
Tried.
So no damage dealt here.
No damage dealt there.
So charging units. I can't pay to interrupt, so it is your tank commander's turn.
Tank commander. So what Crush Them does is I now get a weapon skill 3 because I have the armored keyword. I am upgraded with that, and so with that I'm going to hit on 3s and then 6s to hit, or 6s to wound, or deal a mortal wound.
Yep.
Okay, so I get 6 attacks because I'm still at full bracket, hitting on 3s.
That was a lot of 6s.
Wow.
Yeah, 6s don't auto wound in combat though, so
no,
you do have to roll those.
I think it's 6s to wound, do the mortal wounds.
But these will be 2s.
Yeah.
And 6s are mortal wounds in addition. Didn't get those 6s,
no
but
mortal
that's
wounds.
5 AP.
No AP.
Okay, so 5 5s. On the Pathfinders for the greater good. Save 1. So 4 Pathfinders get run down. Okay, but now I get to fight next, so I'm probably going to do my Pathfinders to try to kill those Khazarkan. Let's see what we do. The Tau Empire, thirsty for blood. Again, the Pathfinders, they're bred for this. They killed the 2 Khazarkan in combat. Over here, these 2 Brave Firers also killed a Cadian in combat. And now Bravestand swinging his missile fists. He only gets 4 attacks, hits on 3s. I'll reroll one of those. I want to kill more people. Okay. And these will wound on 3s. Only 1 wound, no AP.
5 up. Nope.
Kills 1. All right. So we're hurting some people here and there. Yep. All right. So yeah, killed a unit over here. So we got to remember also, we do get a point for each unit we kill. So that's another primary point for the Tau. Cadians end up killing that unit under there. So they're dead. Now, I think that's the end, really. But we do have a morale check over here. This is a 5-point morale check for these guys. I had 9, so I lost 7. So 2 and 7 is a 9. So I can only pass 1 of 1. I have no CP for the greater good.
Oh, you're kidding me.
So that's going to be 5 points for no retreat, no surrender for me. I don't think...
Oh.
They lost 4. Leadership 8. They could fail.
They could fail.
They lost.
Roll a 5.
A 2. They pass as well. All right. These guys only lost. They lost 2.
They could fail on a 6. They're good.
They survive. Okay, so that is it for morale checks. So yeah, Tau score 6 points actually. 1 for killing a unit, 5 for no retreat, no surrender. Cadians do take the tempting target over here. They outnumber us with objective secured models. They get a point for killing a unit. And what was your other? Oh, and they got no prisoners as well. So 11 points for the Cadians, plus the 7 they got for primaries, puts them at 18 points. And then the Tau, we scored another 6. I don't remember what I had. I think I had 11 before. So it's very close. Did I have a... Yeah, because I scored 2 and 1. So I had 11 plus 6 is 17. We have got ourselves a close game here. So we'll go into Tau turn 2, see what new objectives Bravestand can bring up. Bravestand's new orders have come down. Assassination, kill a Cadian character. We've got a couple options. There is a tank commander who would be a character we could take out, possibly. Grind them down, kill more units than the Cadians. These two will kind of be tricky to get together because if I If I need to kill the tank commander, it's going to be pretty difficult to also kill a bunch of other units and then capture enemy outposts. This is virtually impossible for me right now, so that's a tough draw here in Battle Round 2 for the town. After a very long movement phase, this is where we ended up. So over here, Brave Stand and the Fire Warriors stayed in combat. They have pistols. Brave Stand's a battle suit, so he can shoot into combat. Stayed still over here, fired marker lights, so we did light up this Chimera with the Cadre Fireblade. Fire Warriors came in from reserve. I did consider, obviously, they could move, over here to get on my home objective, but they're just going to get annihilated, just like the last one did. Because if the Rogal Dorn doesn't have anything else to shoot with, it just eliminates a squad. So I put the Riptide back. He is on my home objective. So even if the Chimera, if I don't kill the Chimera this turn, it's going to come up and at least contest me here if the Riptide survives. If I don't spend any CP this turn, I'll have 2 CP, and I can use his counterfire defense system on the Rogal Dorn's main battle tank, or battle cannon thing. What's his gun called, actually?
Oppressor cannon.
Oppressor cannon. It still has Meltas that I wouldn't be able to reduce to 1 damage, but I took the 5-up Feel No Pain with his overcharge. I rolled the die. He did not burn out his Nova reactor. So that's the plan. He's going to sit here and hopefully soak up some wounds, hold my home objective. Moving along over here, the Pathfinders did fall out of combat. So I've got the stealth team in a position. They can shoot the Castellan for assassination, or they can put some fire into the tank commander should I need to. And then finally, the Crisis team did drop down fusion blasters at the ready here against the old tank commander. The problem is I would normally spend a CP to give them reroll hits for their dynamic offensive, I think is what it's called, where you get that whenever the turn they come in from reserve. But I'm not going to do that because I need it to keep him alive. But that's the plan. Trying to get assassination, ideally, in best case scenario, is they single-handedly kill the tank ace, or the tank commander, which frees up the battle suits, the stealth team to kill the warlord over there, the Castellan, and then the Riptide and maybe these Fire Warriors can kill this Chimera. If I could kill 3 units, that would be really huge. But yeah, I put these guys right here actually to charge into these guys if I can get a charge. They actually, they're within 3, so a 2 will succeed. These guys will be stuck, so I'll have to like string them out, but they can make it in. That's the plan. We'll see what happens. A lot of things got to go really, really well for me for this to work because I don't really have marker lights anywhere other than on this Chimera, which is not great. But let's see what happens in the shooting phase. We have started the shooting phase. Brave Stand and the Fire Warriors fired in. There are only 3 little guys left. So if I can get a charge in with these guys, I will take that objective back. But the charge is a little longer now that they've pulled some people. But moving over here, this is the big show. Fusion blasters into the tank commander. Already fired the drone and no damage. Did spend a CP on smoke launchers. So because I have no marker lights, this is 5s. Okay. Need a Yahtzee of 5s. Or 6s.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Okay, we got 4. We've got 4. It will wound on a 4, so I'm going to save my Talsept reroll.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Oh, okay. But you don't have an invulnerable. It's AP minus 4.
So 6 up
So
saves.
6 up.
Here we go. Come on. Let me at least save 1 or 2 of these. And for protects, nothing.
Right, so it's 3d6. I'm not in fusion range, so these need to be big. You have 13 wounds.
Yes.
It is possible. Unlikely, but possible. That is 12.
12.
Oh, I can't spend a CP. Okay, so it's got 1 wound left.
1 wound remaining.
We have some guns, though. We have a few guns. All right. Okay, let's see what's next. With 1 wound left on the tank commander, we're over here with our Riptide. He's going to split fire heavy burst cannon into the Chimera, smart missiles into the tank commander. So obviously I could fire everything in and probably guarantee killing this. However, I also have grind them down. So assassination is great, but grind them down, I have 1 turn to get it, basically. So if I can kill 3 units this turn, I'll have a good chance of scoring grind them down. But if I only kill the tank ace, I will not get grind them down. And I can always kill a character in a later battle round to still get assassination. So I'm going for the glory here. So we're going to shoot first our burst cannon into the Chimera, hitting on 3s because of the marker drones, or marker lights. That was not a great roll. Okay, but we'll take it. And these are strength 6, so 5s to wound. This is the hard part. We only get 2. I am going to reroll one of these. All right, so 3 at AP -2. This will kill you if you don't make any saves right here.
Okay, 5 ups. AP -2, right?
Yep.
Okay, 5 ups.
You make 2, so it takes 2 damage, down to 4.
Down to 4.
So he's probably not on his lowest bracket, but he's, hurting. And then smart missiles. I get 8 shots. This would be really big if I could sneak this one through here. Hitting on 5s because of the smoke launchers. And I've spent my reroll. We got 3.
Okay.
And these are strength 5, so 5s to wound. I just need 1. I just need 1. I don't get any. Okay, so the Riptide fails his mission, and we'll see what else we can do. Next up are Fire Warriors and the Cadre Fireblade. They fired in. They did take out the Chimera. So last thing, I do have the stealth team. Again, I'm debating. So I can hit on 4s if I shoot the Castellan. That would be assassinate. That would give me another unit. But realistically, the tank is a much bigger problem than... this is a tough choice. But I'm going to shoot everything into the tank. It doesn't have an invulnerable save. 2-up armor. Probably should shoot the Castellan, but we're going for the glory. Fusion Blaster into the tank. Tau Sept reroll. Doesn't hit. Oh, that would have hit the Castellan. All right. So next, 12 burst cannons going in. Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
That's all right.
You get 4 hits.
4 hits. That was what we were figuring. But 5s to wound. Strength 6. 1 wound. 1 2-up save. You do have a CP. So odds are against us here.
The Emperor protects.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Looking back, I know now I should have shot the Castellan. All right, but that's okay. We still have some stuff over here. We have a chance to kill a second unit.
Second unit.
Yeah, because I didn't kill anything over there. Okay, so that's it. Things are looking dicey, maybe. All right, let's go to charge phase. We are in the charge phase. We're going to start the Cadre Fireblade over here. He needs a 4. He's in with a 5. Okay, so he'll be in. These guys, they also need a 4. Big one, though, would help bring the guys from the back in. They got a 5, so they will technically make it, but they're going to be super strung out, so there will not be a lot. So a 5 and a 5, they're both in. Now the question, I can charge in with the stealth team. They would be getting hit on 6s, but there are 2 flamers in there.
2 heavy flamers.
2 heavy flamers.
And a relic battle cannon with up to 9 shots.
They're going to charge the Castellan.
The Castellan?
Yeah, boy!
Oh, bring it on!
All right, Castellan. That's
10.
a 10. All right, so they're in. They're going to go after the Castellan. I could charge there. That's not a great option either. All right, so they're going there.
Okay.
Here, let's see. You know what? Let's do it. They need a 9. They're going in. Do you want to fire Overwatch?
Oh, most definitely I'm going to fire Overwatch.
All right, so let's grab some dice. We'll shoot some Overwatch. Here we are. Tank Commander. Flaming the Crisis team. We don't even know if they're in yet. Ooh, 9. It's not a great start. We have 2 drones. They all are equipped with shield generators. So we're
Toughness?
Toughness is 5.
4 is to wound.
Mm-hmm. 3? 4?
4.
4
minus 1.
At -1. 4 at -1. I'm going to start these. These are 1 damage each. I'm going to start this one with gun drone, so 5 up. Gun drone's dead. Shield drone, yeah. Saves it. And it was 4, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, and they're 1 damage each, so I can roll both of these together for the shield drone. Okay, no more damage. The gun drone is dead. Shield drone is still up.
Okay, heavy bolter on 6s. Nothing. And then D3 plus 6 shots for the relic cannon.
So 9. Statistically, this should be at least 1.
Here we go. And 6s auto wounds.
That's the trouble. 2 6s.
Auto wounds, -3, flat 3 damage.
Okay, so 4 up save on the shield drone. So he's dead. And then a 4 up save on one of the suits. All right, so the drones are dead, suits are alive, need a 9 for the greater good. They fail. All right, I cannot re-roll it because I need that CP. Okay, so we've got 3 charges down the line. The tank lives another 10. We are initiating the combat with the stealth team, and they're fighting the Castellan. I really can't kill him, but we're going to see what happens. If he can't kill any of the stealth suits, they will be again protected essentially. So hitting on 5s. That's only 1. Let's reroll 1 with the Tau set. Okay, just 1. They are going to wound on 3. Does wound, no AP.
5 up.
He's safe. Okay, so that attack is done. Next, let's. I think I'm going to pile in with these guys and attack with them next. We are at the end of battle round 2. Over here, we did end up finishing off these Cadians. The Castellan killed the wounded stealth suit and wounded another. And that is the end. I did get 2 points for primaries for killing 2 units. I blew up the Chimera, took out the last guy over here, so that's 2 points. So I got 2 kills for grind them down. I did not score assassinate, and capturing enemy outposts. Actually, I'm going to ditch that at the end of this turn because realistically that's not a great option for me right now. So yeah, that's where we are. The tank commander is crippled with 1 wound left, so we'll have to spend some CP if he wants to boost any ballistic skills over there or anything like that. But yeah, it's an interesting spot. We do have counterfire defense system and a 5-up Fiona Pain to hopefully keep the Riptide alive for another turn. Yeah, that's it. No reserves for the Cadians, so everything is on the battlefield now. So let's see what the new objectives are for the Cadians in battle round 3. The Castellan has issued his orders as the stealth team swarms around him. Hold the line. Don't let the Tau get within 6 inches of the center, or I'm sorry, not of the center of the battlefield, of their deployment zone. Bring it down, kill the Riptide, and then finally, they also have grinded down. Kill more units than the Tau can kill. So let's see what they can do. Cadians have concluded their movement and orders. Yeah, 7 points for primaries for the Cadians. They held their home objective and that objective back there for 7 points. Tank commander spent a CP on Relentless, so at its full bracket. This guy hung out here, hoping to, if we can kill all of this, then he will claim that objective. He did full throttle again, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he's charging forward. So we do have both the Rogal Dorn and Riptide. Whew, not a good spot for old Riptide. These guys shifted up so they can get some shots into the Crisis team. These guys shifted up after the Castellan fell out of combat. What order did they get?
They got first rank, second rank.
Okay.
And so that's interesting because it makes their last guns heavy 3. Mm-hmm. The reason I did that, because you're already -1 to hit anyways.
Yep, so it doesn't actually, the penalties don't
so
stack.
I'm hitting on 5s no matter what, but it gives me more shots.
Yep, good call, good call. And then this squad down here now, they did move. They were on that objective, shifted this direction. And then the command squad rolled a 6 on their advance, so they're holding that objective back there. So yeah, pressing forward. Ooh, it's the Tau. We're being compressed into this corner. Losing this, if the Riptide goes down, we're in a lot of trouble. Because then it's just 5 free points for the Cadians sitting on my home objective. And it's going to be tricky for me to, keep up in the primary scoring. So need the Riptide to survive this turn, basically. And yeah, we'll go from there. Hopefully, Pathfinders can live in the middle. Don't see that happening, but that would be huge. Let's go to shooting phase. Over here, we fired out some small arms. This squad of Cadian shock troops fired in. They split up, fired and they killed 2 of the Pathfinders. Then you spent a CP on, what was it?
Ingrained precision.
Yeah, so auto 5's auto wound. Fired in the rest into the stealth team. Actually, only ended up getting 2 wounds through total with all the auto wounding and everything. So,
and then you saved them.
And then I saved them. So no damage to the stealth team. So they only killed 2 Pathfinders. So that was a big win for me in there. Over here, this squad, they fired in, took 2 wounds off of the crisis team, which brings us to the Rogal Dorn. Firing, he did fire his heavy stubber into our Cadre Fireblade, who made his save thanks to the barricade. And then everything else into the Riptide. I was debating my counterfire defense system. Should I spend it here on the big cannon, which has a lower chance, like a chance for lower total shots, but it does a flat 4 damage, or I could save it to use it against the battle cannon over here. But my thought process was I'm going to spend it now, reduce the big cannon over here down to damage 1. He still has meltas and multi-meltas, so I mean there's still no guarantee, but if I can at least survive this first round of shooting, that will force the tank commander to shoot him rather than shooting like my crisis team, something like that. So 2 CP spent on counterfire defense system, so the big oppressor cannon only does 1 damage.
Yep. So, but here we go. Oppressor cannon, D6 plus 3 shots.
Okay, I feel good about it since you rolled a 5. All right, so 8 shots.
Hitting on 4s because you're -1 for the industrial structure. And I'm +1 for turret weapons. So hitting on 4s.
2 auto wounds and a regular hit. Wounds on a 3.
There we go. 3 -3.
3, 4 up. Yeah, 3, 4 up invulnerable saves. I make 2. All right. Takes 1, and I have 5 up, feel no pain. He takes no damage. All right, that's a good start. But the multi-melts, that's the real problem.
Gatling cannon. Next, we'll do those 12 shots.
Yeah,
see if I can whittle you down a little bit. Hitting on 5s.
2 auto wounds and 1.
Oh, wow. I'm not rolling so great.
Those wound though. So 3. What's the AP on these?
-1.
Okay, so these are 3 ups with my armor. I fail all of them.
You get 5 up penalty.
Are they 1 damage?
Yep.
Okay, so 5 ups. 3 damage. Okay, that was a less good roll there, down to 7 wounds. Okay.
Okay, 2 regular meltas on the front hall.
Do you want to CP any of that?
No, that is disappointing.
Okay.
Because these are what matter, the multi-meltas.
because they have the +2, because they're in Melta range.
Okay, here we go. Hitting on 5s.
1 that can technically it could kill him.
Could kill him.
Unlikely.
I still got an autocannon too.
Yeah, true that.
Here we go. Wounding on 3s.
No wound.
That I'm going to command reroll.
CP.
Oh my gosh! Do I get my CP back? I better, because that was garbage.
Okay.
Yes.
Woo.
Okay.
All
then the autocannon hitting on 4s.
Because it's a turret.
Weapon. 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. No!
Okay, wow. Okay, 7 wounds left. That's big. So now it'll take 3 shots from the main gun going through to kill him. Plus, I mean, there's a bolter and stuff too, so there are options. But that was some good saving, and really, honestly, more just bad shooting on his part. This weird thing is, I'm sure, riddled, probably collapsing around me as giant artillery. I mean, that's pretty close to be missing. But he's got, it's the invulnerable shield. It's, things are glancing off. All right, we've survived at least 1 round of shooting from the Rogal Dorn. The Chimera has done his part. He shot in, he took out a guy here in this squad. He took out the squad of 2. So that is a unit killed. So that is a point for primaries. Plus 1 unit killed for grind them down. So just 1 more unit killed will deny the Tau grind them down and get, set up the Cadians for their own grind them down. But going here to the tank commander, last thing left, Flamers into the Pathfinders. This is a big roll. Snake Eyes, okay, no, 5. All right, so that's 3s to wound.
On 3s. Oh
Only
no!
2. Can't kill him. 6-up saves. 2 die, but with 2 dead, I can't actually fail morale. So, okay, so 2 Pathfinders are gone.
Okay. Then Heavy Bolter.
Heavy Bolter. Everything else into the Riptide.
Yep. Here we go. Heavy Bolter hitting on 4s.
4s. That's an 1 auto wound. So AP -1, so 3 up. Oh, just got it. Okay, that was big.
D3 plus 6. 2.
So 8 shots. Oh my gosh. Invulnerable save. We need ya.
Okay, here we go. Hitting on 3.
3s. Yeah. 2 auto wounds. Only 2 misses. These are 3s.
Wow.
Ooh,
6 at -3, flat 3.
Alright, I have to save 4 of these. 4 ups for the greater good. Oh!
Oh my gosh!
Not looking good here. So that's 3 wounds each.
Yep.
18. We need a lot of 5s. I'm just going to roll these handful. I need a lot of 5s. Didn't get a lot of 5s. That's a dead Riptide right there. Oh, that was big. So this is a huge swing because that's 5 points for Bring It Down. Mm-hmm. That denies me 5 points for Grind Them Down. And I'm not going to score 3 points for primaries. So that's a 13-point swing. Taking out the old Riptide. Okay, so that is it. He dies. No more shots. Yeah, that's it.
That's
okay,
it. Charges next.
Yeah, so you are... Yeah, so we will have some charges from these guys. Probably the tank commander as well. So let's go to the charge phase. Combats have concluded. No damage was actually done in any of the combats, but you'll notice the Pathfinders are going. They did fail their morale because they lost 2 to shooting from the shock troops and then 2 from the tank commanders. They did have to roll morale. Rolled a 5, lost 1, then rolled a 2, and the Shazway fled the scene. I really needed him to hang in there. But that does give them 3 units destroyed for Grind Them Down. So they get 5 points for Bring It Down. Killed 3 units, 1, 2, 3, for 3 primary points. So they got 10 total primary, 5 points for secondaries, brings them to a total of 33 before the primary scoring for the Tau, which is only going to be 4 points because, again, the Riptide died. Him dying, that was, like I said, that's 13-point swing. That was huge. Yeah, so we have 24 for the Tau right now, 33 for the Cadians. Oh, things are not looking good with the loss of the Riptide. Let's see what objectives Brave Stand can get for us. Brave Stand has issued his orders. They are not great. We're still holding Assassination. There's a tank commander on 1 wound. We need to get that. Deploy Teleport Homer. Be in my opponent's deployment zone and do an action. That's not great for us. I mean, we could do it with the Crisis team, get 5 points, but then they're not shooting. And really, I need to kill units to stop the Cadians from getting Grind Them Down. Investigate site, do an action in the center of the battlefield. This is the one that the Cadians were really struggling with, and we're kind of in the same position. Doesn't look good for us. So, our goal, we can take the lead. If we kill 3 units, that will stop them from getting Grind Them Down. That'll give us 3 primary points for killing. And if a character is one of those, I'll give us 8. That will bring the Tau into the lead. So that's our goal. Kill 3 units. Movement has concluded, and we have a plan. It's maybe not a great plan, but we need to kill 3 units, and we need to kill that for 5 points. So, Fire Warriors fell out of combat. It's Koyan. They can still shoot, even though they fell back. They'll be a -1 to hit. They wouldn't get their 6-up explosion from Koyan for falling back, but the Cadre Fireblade is still there. So they will still explode on 6s, but they'll be hitting on 5s. Cadre Fireblade shifted. I could have sat him still and fired marker lights, but then he would be able to see me. So I shifted him over just to try to get him some protection line of sight from that guy. Brave Stand flew up and over the Cadre Fireblade, flew over the Chimera. So the plan, Fire Warriors and the Cadre Fireblade take out the Chimera. That's 1 unit destroyed. Then I have Brave Stand and a squad, the remaining squad of stealth suits, to take out The tank commander, oh my gosh. As I say this plan, like I don't feel good about it working, but it's what I'm going. I'm going big. This is a play to win. Then with my 1 CP, dynamic offensive with the crisis team. So that means instead of rolling to advance, they add 6 to their movement. They don't get a penalty for shooting their assault weapons. So they've flown up and over. This one that's on the ground, we're wobbly modeling. He's standing on the staircase right here. So these two, this guy and this guy, are closest to the commissar. So that's a unit we can kill. The other one will be shooting into the infantry squad. So that's 3 units. So if I can kill the commissar, the tank commander, and the chimera, that's 3 units. So that denies grind them down. That scores me 3 primary points. And I get assassination. That will put me into the lead. Yeah. The other move, the reason they went that way, is in turn 5, the Rogal Dorn is going to be sitting on my home objective. That's worth 5 points. If I can keep them alive, at least one, on turn 5, if I run back there, I can hold that and deny him scoring those 5 points. That's the plan. We'll see if that works out. They have to survive. A lot of things got to go well. That's, a pipe dream kind of scenario. But we've got it lined up that we could possibly kill 3 units. But we have no CP, so no extra shenanigans. We're really relying on the exploding 6s of Koyan to pull us through with this one. So let's go to shooting. Shooting commenced with the Fireblade. He fired in. He did get an exploding 6, but no wounds through on the Chimera. That was a big sad face for us. So we're going to leave those guys over there to sort out their lives. Coming over here to the Crisis team. They're firing in. We're going to start with the 6 fusion blasters into the Commissar. 6s explode, no rerolls. Other than Talsept. No 6s, only 2. I must reroll one of these with Talsept. Got a 6. That was big. Okay, so 4 wounding on 2s. So they all wound. It is 4 at your invulnerable save.
Okay, 5 ups. I need 3 of these at least, and this way you roll poorly on your d6 damage. I make only 1.
He is evaporated.
He's like, well, I mean, what if you roll? Oh,
well, it's their minimum 3.
2. You get plus 2 damage, right?
So it's minimum 9.
And he's gone.
He's gone. Okay. All right, that was big. Now the 3 into the infantry squad. That's an explosion, but those 2 don't hit. And 2s to kill. Kill 2 more. Kill. Well, no, you have.
I have. So go ahead and roll damage for those 2. Oh, geez. Okay.
That's 8 each.
4 for the first one because there are 4 dice in my hand. Dead, and next one
also
dead.
Okay, so they kill 2 with extreme prejudice.
Okay.
All right, so we've killed the commissar. Killed 2 guys there. That was good. That was good. They did their job. Now let's see if everybody else can pull their weight. Next, we're going to the stealth team. We need this. If they can take out the tank commander, that leaves Brave Stand and these Fire Warriors to take out the Chimera. So that we'd have a chance. If they don't do this, it's going to be real dicey. So we'll start with the Fusion Blaster. Hitting on a 5 because we fell out of combat. We also do not have explosions because we fell out of combat. That's a 4. I'll reroll that with Talsept. That's a 5.
Oh.
Need a 4. No rerolls. That's a 4.
Oh.
That's AP minus 4. You do have a 6-up save.
All right, here we go. Come on. I haven't rolled 1 all game.
Oh, so close. Okay, does he explode? Doesn't explode. And then do you want to spend your CP to fire his cannon?
I do. So 1 command point.
Okay.
For Vengeful Salute. I cannot get this back.
Yeah.
All right. So
what are you shooting?
I'm going to shoot.
Because you can't target Brave Stand because he's not the closest. So you could shoot the Fire Warriors or the Stealth team.
I'm going to shoot the Stealth team because it's a chance for me to get another unit destroyed.
Yeah, exactly.
So D3 plus 6 shots.
9. And your profile is what with this?
When you use this let's see, I got 9.
9.
Okay. when you use the stratagem, you count as having a ballistic skill of 5+. So because it's turret rule,
you get +1,
Plus
but
one.
it's -1 for stealth. So
stealth.
5.
So I'm hitting on 5s. Here we go. 2 auto wounds.
And 3 more. Ooh,
3 more hits. Wounding on
bad.
2s.
Yeah.
To strength 9.
3s. They're only T4. I'm sorry.
T4.
Yep.
Okay. So 5 at -3, flat 3.
5 at -3. Well, our plan has failed because I'm not going to make... These are 6s. I'm not in cover. For the greater good. Okay, they're dead.
They're gone.
Okay, so that gives another unit for them. So now I have to kill 2 units to actually grind them down. Okay, so that also hurts me because I can't get back there anymore. Okay, so that was big. We got Assassinate for 5 points, and we've killed a second unit. But them dying changes a lot. Last to shoot is Commander Bravestand. The Fireworks fired in. They took 1 wound off. They actually had 5 wounds go through, but made 4 saves. So now Bravestand firing 6 shots into the Chimera with 6 wounds left. So I got to get 3 through. So 6 6s, that'd be great. I got no 6s. They all hit. I'm not going to fish for a 6. Strength 7, toughness 7. So 4s. Oh, there are my 6s.
Oh.
I want to reroll 1 with Talsept. Okay, so 3 at AP -2. If you save any, it won't die.
Oh, no.
You do not save any.
Oh.
You have a CP.
Does it matter if I hold that?
So it doesn't.
objective?
I
don't
mean,
think it does.
it's not going to change anything because even killing this, you've still killed 4 units. So that doesn't change anything as far as scoring goes.
So let's try to blow up.
Blow up. No.
No, so
All
close.
right. So we killed 3 units. We set out to do what we wanted to do. However, the stealth team could not survive. So we will not deny grind them down. So the Cadians will score 5. And yeah, we get 5 for Assassinate. We get 3 points. Ooh, it's going to be tight. It's tight. I may be able to do a charge over here. Let me calculate my chances. We have concluded the battle round. These guys did charge in. Overwatch was fired. They actually took out the wounded Crisis Suit in Overwatch. Came in, killed 3 in combat. Then another one fled in morale. Cadians fought back, took a wound off 1. So we've got a full health Crisis Suit and 1 on 3 wounds. But with that, we killed 3 units. That gives us 3 points for primaries. And we did Assassinate by taking out the tank commander. So with that, the tower up to 35 points. But with scoring grind them down because of the 4th unit destroyed, the Cadians go up to 38. So it is 3 points difference. Cadians are about to get 7 points for primaries. And we'll see what objectives they can pull at the start of Battle Round 4. New orders for the Cadians. Overwhelming firepower. Kill 3 units with shooting. That's possible. Deploy teleport Homer. The Rogal Dorn could do that. And then defend stronghold. That's pretty much a guaranteed 5 points. Let's see what they do. Battle Round 4 is over for the Cadians, actually. So Rogal Dorn. He is deploying a teleport Homer right there. So he didn't shoot. These guys came up with take aim, fired in, took out 3 fire warriors. They passed them around. Over here is where things went worse for the Tau. This squad moved up with take aim, killed 1 of the Crisis Suits in shooting. Actually brought him down to 2 wounds. Then they made their charge. Making the charge is big because now there's a lot of objectives secured here. So it's going to be really difficult for me to stop them from defending Stronghold. If my both suits were alive and they didn't make the charge, then I could have pretty easily killed these, prevented them from getting Defense Stronghold. Right now, not looking good. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But over there, that's that situation. But no points scored as of right now for the Cadians. They didn't kill any units. Since he is not infantry, that will score at the start of their next command phase. And Defense Stronghold won't be scored until the end of the Tau turn. So we'll see what objectives the Tau can get. They need some real good stuff right here. I'm not actually even sure what I could draw that would be good for me. Defense, I don't want defense stronghold because they're sitting on it. Yeah, let's see what Brave Stand can come up with. The orders are coming down from Brave Stand. Raise banner. We can do that. The Cadre Fireblade can do that. Infantry keyword sitting on an objective. That's 5 points. They can't stop us. Hold the line. Cannot do. There is a Rogal Dorn in my deployment zone. Then I drew no prisoners, which has killed 30 wounds worth of models. Subtracting the Rogal Dorn from the battlefield, I literally can't get 30 wounds worth of models killed. So I spent a CP to get rid of that and drew overwhelming firepower. This is a good draw because now I have 2 turns to kill 3 units. So scoring 5 for sure. Chance to get another 5. We'll see if it's enough. We are at the end of Tau Battle Round 4. We do get 5 points. The Cadre Fireblade raised a banner over here. These guys shifted up. I spent a CP actually to Dynamic Offensive Brave Stand up into this area to get some protection from the Rogal Dorn. Between their shooting and Brave Stand, we got him down to 1 model, unfortunately. Brave Stand ended up killing the model in combat, but that does not count for overwhelming firepower, unfortunately. So we do get 6 points. So 1 primary point for killing a unit, 5 secondary points for raising banner. Over here, in combat, I just stayed in. We were debating because the thing was I needed to try to stop them from getting defense stronghold. So I was measuring up a lot of things with dynamic offensive to try to get Brave Stand over here to kill this squad and then let him fight and take these guys out. It just didn't work out. So he shot in, killed 1 in combat. They passed their morale. He lost a wound in combat, but they do get defense stronghold in my turn. So 5 points for the Cadians, 6 points for the Tau. At the end of Battle Round 4, it is 50 points to the Cadians, 45 points for Sunar Sept. Problem is, at the start of the command phase, they're going to get 5 more points for Deploy Teleport Homer over here, and they're going to score 12 points for primaries for holding 5 for holding my objective, 5 for holding their own, or 3 for holding their own, and then 4 more for controlling 1 in no man's land. So big swing there. That may, just those primary points, I think, are going to put it out of reach for the Tau. But let's see what happens in Battle Round 5. The Castellan has issued his final orders. Extend battle lines, control their home objective, and an objective in no man's land. That's 5 points. Deploy Teleport Homer, that actually gets scored at the start of the command phase, so it's still sitting here, but that will be scored. And then behind enemy lines, the Rogal Dorn is in my deployment zone, but they need 2 units, and there's nobody else available. So they will get 10 for secondaries, but that will be it. But the 12 points for primaries, and then any units they kill, they'll get a point as well. And there are a couple exposed units, so scoring will be good for the Cadians this battle round. We are moving along as the Cadians take out the Tau. This unit right here fired in to my remaining Crisis Suit. He had 1 wound left. Only 1 wound went through. I failed. I did spend a CP to reroll it. The reason was if I saved it and then killed this unit, in Battle Round 5, I scored at the end of my turn, so taking them out on my turn would have scored me 5 for holding the opponent's primary, but I failed the reroll. He is dead. Swinging back across, the Rogal Dorn is eyeing up Commander Brave Stand. He did fire his Gatling cannon. Is that what he fired in? Yep. To the Fire Warriors, killed 2 of them. But everything else he has is into Brave Stand. We'll start with the Oppressor cannon just to end it all quickly here, as we don't. Oh, that's an auto wound. Oh no, that's shots.
That's number 6 of shots.
So 9 shots.
9 shots. Hitting on 3s.
Not looking good.
I'm sorry, Brave Stand.
Looking good. 1 auto wound, which actually it does flat 4 damage.
Flat 4 damage.
So it's AP -3. Okay, I do have a save. I do have saves here.
And then strength 10. So I'm winning you on 2s. Okay. So 6 wounds.
6 sixes.
6 sixes. Can you do that?
Yahtzee is only 5 dice, right? Or is it 6
yeah,
dice?
it's 5, I think.
Okay, so this is beyond a Yahtzee of 6s. That's all we need. What are the chances statistically? Somebody comment, what are the statistical odds of rolling 6 sixes for the greater good? Okay, there are. Hey,
wow.
1 6.
One.
You know, that's respectable. Brave Stand. As the turret... he ejects immediately. And he fires in at an empty crisis suit. It is obliterated. Shrapnel flying into the face of the Castellan. He's laughing maniacally as the Emperor's, blessings rain down upon him. But with that kill, and these three guys left, I think that's where the Tau forces will resign, because you're going to score a lot. You're going to get, so that's a unit killed. That's 2 points. Then you get 5 points for, what was the other one that you just got?
Let's see. So I just got deploy teleport Palmer.
Yeah.
I'll get
extend battle lines. Yeah, that was the other one. Okay, so you got 14 points for primaries.
Yep.
And you got 10 points in secondaries this turn. So on my turn, I could at most score 4 points for holding this objective, and even if I get 3 objectives and I score all 3, which is not possible, I still would only have 19, and I wouldn't be enough to catch up. So the Cadre Fireblade and the 2 Fire Warriors will retreat for the greater good, saving their lives. There's no use, we're not crazy like Space Marines or a commissar shooting his own men. We'll spare the lives as they retreat and come back. We need to bring some heavier weapons to deal with this thing. But it is a victory for the Cadian 707th. Sunars is retreating. Really a good game, though. Excellent stuff. We'll come back with a recap. So that is the end. We did draw my cards just to see literally nothing I could have scored, even if I spent a CP. So we would have got 4 points for the Tau for holding this objective, making it 74-49 as the final score. That being said, it was a 20-point swing in the 5th battle round for points. And I lost by 25. So it was a 5-point game basically the whole time. And the lead went back and forth. Like I was ahead for a little bit. It was a good one.
That was a tight game.
Yeah, it's weird. Large line of sight blocking turned into a very close game. So yeah, that just tells you the importance there of your good old-fashioned line of sight blocking. Really, really a good game. What ended up hurting me the most, and ultimately, really cost me the game, was just basically giving up on my home objective. I had that one squad of Fire Warriors. They got obliterated, and then it wasn't that the Cadians were scoring the points, but I was not scoring my points for just sitting on my home objective. So that was the issue there. I think that I should have, I don't know. The problem was your Rogal Dorn was sitting over there.
Yeah, so you lost 6 points for 2 turns of not having it, I think. And then I gained 10 points for 2 turns of having it.
Yeah. But the thing, I didn't have an answer for the Rogal Dorn. So, that's list building. I don't consider if I would have brought a railgun, that would have, but I didn't bring a railgun. So my play was with the Rogal Dorn was to completely ignore it. There was nothing I could do because with it being toughness 9, even my fusion blasters would have been wounding it on 5s. So the only real option for maybe having a chance to kill it would have been to just pelt it with a bunch of pulse shots and then use pulse onslaught to auto wound on 6s. And then hope a wound goes through to spend 2 points on focused fire, so then my crisis team wounds it on 4s with their fusion blasters. But that's that's at least 3 CP spent, plus 9 shots hitting on 4s, maybe on 3s if I marker it, but then you can smoke launch. And then even then, shooting 9 fusion blasters, hitting on 3s or 4s, wounding on 4s, the chances of me actually killing it are still very low because you have a 2-up armor save. So with a 6-up, you might save 1 or 2 even. So yeah.
For you to shoot it, you have to be well within its range.
Yeah.
Which means, as a guard player, we do relentless and then we counter shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, same thing. So that was my thing. It's if I focus on that, I'm probably not killing it, and there's still the tank commander. Which I did have a chance to kill the tank commander. Eventually I did. I got a little bit unlucky on the rolls. It was alive on 1 wound. If I could have killed it a turn sooner, I think that would have been huge, because then all the stuff that I had to pump into it later, I could have been shooting at other stuff.
It would have been a whole different end game.
Yeah. So, and that's it. I say this all the time. It's the dice game. Those kind of things are going to happen. One thing that really hurt me early in the game, I didn't like save anything with my drones. They just like got taken out rapid fire.
No, and
That was a bummer.
that's normally my issue fighting the Tau. Is every time we play a game, I struggle to actually get through the drones and to the meat of the unit. Yep.
Yeah.
But this time, no.
Yeah, drones went down. The Cadians, they've seen this opponent before. They're like, we need to kill those drones. That's the key. And they executed. The Castellan, his first game, that's, your first game with that model.
Yep.
Came out, he knew what he was doing. He did his research, reading about the terrible Xenos tech and the threats they present. So yeah, that was a great game. Like I said, I don't know that there's anything I should have, but that was, and that, again, coming back to this, like the home objective, with the Rogal Dorn sitting there, because I had the other Fire Warriors in strategic reserve, it's like I could put them on it, but then they would just get killed immediately. So there wasn't, and the distance of the objective from the side of the board, I couldn't actually just stick them on it to score the points. It would have taken a turn for them to move onto it. So they would have had to survive 2 turns of the Rogal Dorn. So yeah, not really a chance to hold it. And that's just, I mean, that's good strategy from Cadian Sergeant Steel. Putting that thing over here, I have no answer. He can prevent me from scoring points. And that's what it is. Either you want to score points or you want to prevent your opponent from scoring points. And on that big turn with the grind them down and all that stuff where I was like, if I can kill 3 units, like I get all that points, I would have denied you grind them down. So that, yeah, there were 2 moments, 2 huge moments in the game. The Riptide dying for to get you the 3, because if he survives, like I said, we said it in the thing, that was a 13 point, was it, like
13
point swing.
Yep.
Yeah. That was huge, him dying. If he could have survived, made some of his invulnerable saves, same thing on the other turn. Like, I played it out and it was like, everything had to come out perfectly. It did, and then you did Relentless, that's what it's called, right?
Relentless, so I was full profile.
Yeah, shot into the stealth team, took them out, because that was my chance. I would have.
Oh, you're talking about when I could. Yeah, Vengeful Salute.
Vengeful Salute. That's it. Vengeful Salute over here when he fired in, because that was, again, I would have stopped you from scoring, grind them down. That was 5 points to deny you. I would have actually had a 3-point lead had the stealth team survived. So if even one of the stealth, that's how close this game was.
Yeah.
That's how close it was. Oh, what a great game. That was amazing. Felt really good.
Yeah. If you're a guard player watching this, the list I've brought is an aggressive list. So if you, I tried this out at the Adepticon friendly, and then basically this is a modified version of that list, and that was one of the things I was hoping for, was just to overwhelm real quick at the beginning, and then hopefully have enough armor, enough chimeras and Leman Russes that I can just weather the storm long enough for the infantry to then survive. And also hold the middle ground. Which is actually usually one of the other things I struggle with, is you are so good at shooting also. My infantry are gone, turn 1 and 2. But with this type of a list, I was able to just kind of keep them in the game.
Exactly. Hold them back with the chimeras. I mean, I ended up killing a couple infantry squads, shock troops. I killed the Kazarkin, but there were 2 infantry squads alive back here.
Command
squad in the back. That was a great game. Oh, that was so good. It was so close, back and forth. I just got to bring a railgun next time you bring a Rogal Dorn. But yeah,
you don't have to.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, bring 2 Rogal Dorns next time. We'll do that. Awesome game. I'll put a link, Cadian Sergeant Steel. Check him out on the YouTubes if you want to see a painting tutorial on that Rogal Dorn, which is beautiful, as well as check him out. I'll put a link also to his Instagram if you just want to see some more pictures, cool stuff like that, modeling, hobby stuff. I guess, you're not technically a model, I guess.
No.
I mean, you're modeling that shirt. Yeah, look at that merch.
You can buy my merch too.
Yeah. So you're a model.
If you like me hanging out here, you can buy my merch.
Merch. Purchase the merch. Awesome stuff. Great game. I had a blast. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, consider liking, subscribing, send us a comment. People commented on my last couple videos about not enough line of sight blocking terrain, and now look at all this line of sight blocking terrain we've got. So feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, have fun.